Oh. Okay, I'm getting really sidetracked right here, but you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and view this real quick. I'm super curious. I'm looking for knowledge. Lamborghini knowledge. I need the knowledge, please. So let's get more sidetracked, okay, guys? As soon as the ad blocker permits YouTube to actually start playing, it must be like a really long ad blocker's trying to
You're
block.
about to see
10 different chefs
from 10 different countries
making coffee.
And Japan is one of them.
French people love coffee. We start drinking coffee at a young age.
So do
At 13,
Americans.
14, we start to drink coffee.
I'm sorry, he just said they drink coffee at a young age. What? If you give coffee to a young teen, say they're 12, and you give them Starbucks coffee. Oh, wait, it's because of the added sugars. That makes so much more sense, but. Really? Usually caffeine is like bad for a child, right? So how is a child able to take coffee really well with what this Frenchman is saying? I am so culturally shocked, everyone. I need help understanding. I need help understanding. I need answers now.
DNA, in our tradition. In the French press, the coffee is fully steeped in the water, fully immersed
my
in the water for a
God.
long period of time. This method the coffee to bring
Period
more
of time,
oil
so not
and more
instant.
body
Damn, they're
flavor
patient
from
motherfuckers for
your
something to
coffee
help
ground.
energize
Okay, so
them.
here we have a beautiful coffee ground that I just grounded a few minutes
Man,
ago.
us Americans are
Colombian
just so
coffee, that's my
impatient.
favorite.
I'm
I don't
starting to
grind it
admire
too
French
fine.
culture
because
more.
more fine, you may have some passing through the filter.
That
So
I
I'm just
have
gonna
heard
add
about.
2
For
spoons
wine,
of the coffee.
I am
2
not
big
surprised
spoons.
by that,
1,
but yeah.
2. You have a filter.
Oh,
at
really,
the bottom,
Tora?
so it keeps
Damn.
all the oil into the
I mean, I had a
coffee
sip of my
instead
father's
of
coffee
having a
one
paper
time.
filter
It was
that will
black, and I'm
absorb
like,
the
I
oil
hate
of the
coffee. I'll never
So
be
it's a
an adult that
perfect
drinks
procedé
coffee.
to keep full body flavor of your coffee. We want to have the water at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the
so
right temperature
specific.
to extract the flavor. If you boil it, you're gonna disrupt the flavor of the coffee. That's it. So we're just gonna
Sound
leave it
very
like that for
specific.
5 or 6 minutes to extract the flavor of the coffee.
Okay, well, that's not so bad.
So I'm making café au lait. So I'm just warming up the milk. But I'm just
Always the
whisking a
whole
little bit
milk for the
gently
flavor,
because
huh?
I want to have a little
If
bit
it's
of
2%,
foam on
it's
top
just
of
not
my
gonna taste the
coffee,
same.
almost like a cappuccino. So now it's been 5 minutes. We don't want to push it too fast because if you do, the coffee ground may come out the filter and you're gonna end up drinking coffee ground in your cup.
Oh,
and that's
I've
not
done that
pleasant.
before.
So
Ew,
we're just gonna
I
go
don't
slowly.
want. Oh God. That is a fancy coffee mug. That's like really fucking wide.
I'm just scooping the foam because I like the foam, like the cappuccino. So what I use here is a French traditional bowl. It's
What?
very wide and it's deep.
Oh,
because
it's
there's
not
one thing that French people
wait,
love to do.
there's no
is
handle?
To dip it. You dip
What-
your
what?
croissant, you dip your pain
What?
au chocolat, your tartines, your baguette. You see, you dip it.
What? Huh? Huh? What?
Delicious.
What?
I'm going to go straight to the point. We don't do coffee
What?
in Nigeria, we do Nescafe. It's really very popular. The best
I have never seen anyone just dip a fucking baguette and fucking. Wait, that's actually fucking amazing. Wait, what country is this guy in? Wait, what country is this guy in? Oh, Nigeria. Oh yeah, don't they make really good coffee down there? I am perfectly fine, except I can only sleep for Oh my god, how do you live, Tora? How do you live? Are you okay? Blink once if you are okay, Tora. Blink once. Blink twice if something.
straight to the point. We don't do coffee in Nigeria, we do Nescafe. It's really very popular. The best place to get Nescafe is to go to the Malam. They have this small kiosk where everybody sit like a big giant dining table. You all sit around in the morning. They make the Nescafe, the egg, and the bread. So I'm going to show you how a good Malam make coffee in Nigeria. Okay, this is how we make the Nescafe. Maybe 1 or 1.5. Then sugar. I always think there's something special about the Malam coffee. or Nescafe.
Okay, you're blinking
until
more
I
than once,
realize
Tora.
you just
I'm
have too much sugar.
concerned.
Then we use carnation milk. Since most of us are lactose intolerant, we really don't know.
Oh,
Because
really?
we never have real milk until when somebody like me gets to America and I start having milk. That's when my doctor told me I'm lactose intolerant.
Many people in Nigeria are lactose intolerant. Damn.
Okay.
That's really
So I have
interesting,
to
but
stir it a little.
quite
This is how the
specific
Malam do,
for
and the purpose
a
of
people,
this is
a culture.
to cool the tea down. So and it just do it like this. Forgive me, guys. I'm not doing it right way. This is what I mean by that. You see this pour? It can be very long, like really, really long. And sometimes they do it like
he
that.
is a brave man for messing with hot liquids like that. He
So
is a
when you mix it
brave
around, you even
man.
allow the sugar,
And with copper cups.
the milk, everything to blend very well together.
All right, Tora, how can we help? How can we help,
oh my
Tora?
God, take me
How
back
can
to
we
the
help?
end. God damn it. Perfect. I'm not lying. This thing takes a very, very authentic Malam. I love it.
I think of an American coffee as something where
Yeah, it really
you'll
was a
walk
good
into
pour.
place and you'll say, "I'd like a cup of coffee." They'll pour coffee in a
Oh,
cup.
shit, what
and
country is he
you'll
from?
Doctor it up how you like it. Okay, let's do it. I really like to use whole
Mocha
beans.
Java.
This is Mocha Java. As it says, it's ripe blackberry, warm, plum, honey.
Yemen and Indonesia.
And then you want to make sure that it's ground enough. I would describe this
Aren't there
as
also
a
coffee bean
fine
farms
grind,
in
but
Florida
not
because of the
super
climate?
fine like an espresso.
they have coffee there?
Because this espresso would need to be very fine to be compressed into that a small amount of water that's going through it. The reason this needs to be not as fine as espresso is because the water is dripping through the filter and it's spraying almost. It's like a mist over the ground. So
Yeah,
it's not
that's just
being
about right
compressed.
what us
So you
Americans
don't need
have.
to grind it as fine. My measurement here is I always like to do 2 tablespoons heaping for 1 cup. I made a cup earlier and I'm a little wired right now, but that looks good. That's 1.
You're a little wired, huh? Should you really be having
3,
more?
and a little extra for good luck.
Oh, okay, Tora, so you
Close
do
this
have
baby up,
breaks. Gotcha.
And then we hit brew and start. How the drip coffee machine works is you pour the cold water in the water reservoir, and then there's
Huh,
a
I always
filter
go
here where you put the
for
coffee
warm
in,
or
and the water
lukewarm.
basically boils
be
from the
doing that?
bottom up. And when it reaches the filter, then it sprays that water over the top of the coffee.
Ah, yes, your average
It's
American
really
black coffee.
nice and dark. If it's too light in the pot, you know you made a weak cup of coffee. And I like a little half and half on mine, just a splash. Regular milk or full fat milk is nice, but it doesn't have that luxurious, rich, kind of creamy taste.
I like how he's trying to make American
It's
coffee
good.
trying to sound
Nothing
fancy,
beats
but
that first taste
for
if
us,
you're
it's
an
like,
American and
it
you
just
grew up with
works.
this in
What's
your
Todd Howard
parents' house
says,
or in a
it
diner
just
or whatever.
works.
It's very nostalgic, and it's very memorable, and it's a very spiritual kind of experience.
So siphon style
That's
coffee
what my dad would
is
say.
popular coffee style in Japan, especially in a kissaten. This kind of cafe all over Japan.
I like
where you
his
can just go in,
hairstyle.
order coffee, just relax and unwind yourself sometimes. Siphon coffee is partially ceremonial and tastes really good. The bean that I'm gonna be using today is gonna be 50% malleable. It's gonna have a nice sour acidity and at the same time very smooth
Okay,
and
fuck
a little
it.
bit
I may just
milky
turn this into a
texture.
YouTube
It is
video.
absolutely
Fuck
important
it.
for you to grind a coffee precisely. Right now, I'm grinding for 15 grams for 250 milliliters of hot water coffee. If it's too much, you're gonna have a bitterness, a sourness coming out a lot. But if it's too less, it's gonna obviously taste a little watery. So we're gonna grind this coffee to slightly coarse, but still fine. This is a kind of consistency I'm looking for. I think it
so
is
it
right in the
grinds
middle
them
between
in.
espresso
Wow.
to French press.
I don't
Not
think we
too
have
fine,
that in
not
the
too coarse.
US.
Just enough for water.
Oh
to
God,
pass through
Tora, you must be
and
tired.
Properly. Now, coffee's grounded. I'm gonna set up the siphon.
But then
This is
again,
the
you're
top
talking
part
to a
of the
fellow
siphon.
night owl, and there's a chance
This is
that I
the
may no
filter,
longer be
and
a
it's
night
important
owl
to
given the
wet
suggested
this
hours
so that
as an
the
assistant
water is
manager
gonna
for
be
my
going through
job.
Slightly been cooling down, and there's gonna be a hook here.
I've never seen this
Hook it
kind of
onto this.
innovation with
This
coffee
keeps it filtered in
before.
place, and once the pressure comes up, this is gonna be pulled, and the
I mean, why
coffee's
can't
gonna be
American
going
coffee
down.
makers be this
This is where we
fancy?
put the beans.
You can make a good living being a company
Now,
in the
we're
US
gonna
that sells stuff
measure
like this
water
and say,
into
want to be
this
hip?
one.
Do
This is
this.
an electric heating siphon, which I like how it heats up better than the traditional alcohol lamp. To me, it heats up a little inconsistent.
Oh my
This is
god!
called vacuum
Look at the
brewing
way it lights
because of
up.
The bottom and the top is gonna have an open
It's so
glassware. The
scientific.
bottom is gonna be sealed
Why
glassware,
does
and
it
now
look
you're gonna
like
have
in
a
Japan
pressure
coffee
differences on top
makers
and the
are
bottom.
just
So
made by
this is
nerds?
how
This is
you
amazing.
Bring up the water to the top and then brew the coffee and strain it down again. So the center
It's a
filter that I
complex
placed
process,
in the
but
bowl,
it
the
looks
cloth with the chain,
cool.
that cloth part is actual filter, and so that it prevents from coffee ground to go inside the bottom. Now I'm gonna set this,
It's so sciencey.
and as
It's
soon as
so
I set this, the water is gonna
cool.
start coming up to the top.
It's
And
so
I'm gonna
cool.
start mixing it.
Look
This is
at
so that coffee
this.
grounds are touching water evenly. After I mix it 20 seconds or so,
You
I'm
can
gonna
be
turn
a
up the heat.
scientist while making coffee like this? That's so cool.
Final stir.
That is so
And then it's gonna naturally comes
cool.
down. So right now, the coffee is going down.
You
little
could
by
put on
little,
a show in America at
and
cafes
this is the
doing
brewing
this.
process of a coffee that's finished.
Even though it would definitely distract college students from working on
Aromatics
their
are not
laptops and
properly
writing
gonna be
essays
captivated
when
by
they
hot
can
water if
just
you are
watch
not doing it
this.
proper
It's so
way.
cool.
It's just the same as when
Like, you could make
mix your
some nice
coffee, you just
ASMR
dump
out of
water
this.
Versus you slowly pour water into
Is
the
he
coffee.
making
It
a
makes
boomer
total differences on
coffee?
coffee taste. It does the same thing for recycling.
Maybe
When
both.
the process itself
Maybe
is
secretly
very
this is how you
soothing
make
to
a
see, so you
boom.
can watch and relax. When
And
you're
we
going
don't
to the
know, maybe it's a
Kisaten and the
conspiracy and we
barista's
just don't
making this
realize
in
it
front of you,
yet.
you're gonna have a very happy moment just watching this. I'm going to drink this siphon coffee in black without any milk or sugar, just because I wanted to enjoy how the beans were produced and how it was roasted, how it was grounded, and to enjoy the maximum potential and aromatic and the flavor
I
of
enjoy
coffee
the
itself.
maximum potential
First,
of your
you
hairstyle.
enjoy
It's
the
awesome.
aroma that coming from a cup, and then after I enjoy the conversation with the friends or barista, now we're gonna have a sip. Itadakimasu.
Oh, tell me, sir, how did you do?
Oishii desu.
Ooh. it
In
must be
Nigeria, they do. They're
good.
obsessed with coffee. They love coffee. They love sugar and coffee. So the way that we make our coffee, it's very special. It's super strong, super sweet. It's called Mazran. Mazran is a town in Nigeria. It's
coffee?
actually
What
the
the
first iced
fuck?
coffee in the world. Yeah, like the soldier.
Maybe I
used to
shouldn't be
make,
surprised because we've
them
already
back
seen
in the days
cheese in
Nigeria
coffee.
during, the colonization, they used to do it ice so they can add some little rum into it. So
Oh
how do
my
we make
God,
it? So
of
I
course
use this
they
coffee
would.
machine, very
I think it will
old school.
explode in
You're
the
adding
stomach,
water
yeah,
inside
maybe.
the bottom, and that is just coffee filter, and you're adding the coffee inside, and of course Algerian coffee. Very important, very strong. So I'm gonna add 2 spoons of
Damn,
coffee.
they must go
It's
some really good
not only
coffee
strong,
beans
but
down
it's-
there, don't
it has
they?
a chocolate taste. It's very fine because it's for
Chocolate?
espresso. So then we're gonna put the
Oh
second
God,
part
insert the
of
SpongeBob
the
meme.
coffee. It's kind of old.
Oh, hey,
but
my mother
they make
has
the
one
best
of
coffee.
those.
Like I still
Wait,
don't
so that's an
understand
Algerian
like, the new
invention
coffee
then?
machine.
Is that what that is?
It's not for me. Medium low, because otherwise it can go super fast and then it can overflow. So the steam forces the water through the coffee, and then the coffee will start brewing. So you have like a little cheminée inside that tells you when it's gonna come up. Cheminée is like the way that the water is gonna escape. Chimney, chimney.
Chimney.
Yeah.
Chimney.
I hear it. I see it, and it's coming up. I like to open it to cool it off because we're gonna do it ice.
Chimney.
So the next
Chimney.
step, I like to always pour the hot coffee into different.
That's a really
mugs.
fun word.
Voilà. See the color? Like a chocolate color. Yes, very thick.
Oh my God, here comes the ice.
So I'm gonna
Oh,
do
it's so
4 ice
satisfying
cream.
to see the steam come out.
I am going to add the sugar now because it's hot and it's almost like a syrup at the end.
Syrup?
So I'm gonna add 2 more ice cubes, and I'm gonna press some lemon juice and coffee. That's the
Lemon juice,
Algerian
what?
way,
Oh
you know.
my
the
God.
lemon with the sugar,
Oh my
it will cut the amertume
God.
of the coffee. If you think about it. Up.
Oh my
I like to add the
God.
lime
and lime
lemon.
too.
So I squeeze the lime and lemon, and
It's
I'm
like having a
adding
hot
some
lemonade,
crushed
but
ice.
with
If you look at
coffee.
this, it almost feel like
It's
a coffee
literally
lemonade.
lemonade coffee. Well, the kids want something nice, sweet, and sugary. Don't give them Starbucks drinks. Give them this. This
So
is
this
an
is
innovation
the
right here.
Mazran iced coffee, Algerian
It's
iced coffee
genius.
with the lemon
It
wedge. They
works.
usually bring lemon wedge on the side
It
in case if you want
works.
it more sour. It tastes so good.
You
This
make
is
me
really
want some.
the best iced coffee. I
I
make
want
it look so pretty and
With the money
and
to get
sexy.
from my
Yeah.
promotion, can I just buy
you
stuff
go.
to make a variety of
guys.
ways of coffee, please?
The coffee I'm going to make, growing up, we called it Tic Tic coffee.
Oh
and
my
the reason
God,
it's
that
called
looks
Tic Tic coffee in my
beautiful.
household is because of the sound it makes when we're kind of making this coffee. A lot of kids kind of are given the responsibility of making it, and probably is like an entryway into learning how to cook. All right, so I'm gonna take regular Nescafe coffee. I like my coffee strong, so I'm gonna do like a couple of big heap spoons. The thing is that you cannot make this sugarless. So like for this one, you do need to add sugar to it. The sugar helps makes the emulsion, so it'll come together really nicely. So like just a little bit of water in here. So it's changing color. Instant coffee like
Oh,
melts
really?
quickly.
So this is how your coffee is made, Tora.
Oh my God, look at that.
Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it,
It's like
whip it,
almost
whip it,
white in color.
Whip it.
All right,
Whip
that's
it, whip
good.
it, whip it.
I'm gonna heat up the milk because we want to make it warm. I have about 8 ounces in here, so I'm gonna do slightly less because I want like a little bit of water in there because I like mine slightly lighter. So I'm gonna pour a little
This
bit
looks
in
pretty
here and
easy
then
for
pour
me to grasp.
that
I
in
wonder
the
if I should
cup.
try this.
So you'll see it like basically melts.
Ooh.
I generally make it for 2 people, so I think coffee also always makes 2, and then you enjoy them.
Well, if I get extras, I better share it with my sister if
Oh,
she's
so good.
interested.
Like smoky and sweet and milky.
Guys, seriously,
and
fuck
tasty.
energy drinks. Fuck
and light
energy drinks.
and hot.
This is why. This is why
Growing
we
up,
all need to save
green
ourselves
tea
to
has
coffee.
always been a top drink option in Chinese culture for adults, not coffee. But growing up, we had these instant coffee.
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
very delicious, but people really want to sometimes taste it for a sense of nostalgia. I think they're having a
Oh.
comeback. So this is also called 3-in-1. So you can kind of guess. There's a coffee, there's creamer, and then sugar in it. So you don't need anything else besides water. So it's super easy to make. Just open the packet, pour it into a coffee mug,
Oh,
and
gotcha,
then pour some
Tora.
hot water, and then stir. All right, I'm
So
gonna
theirs
have a
is
sip.
all
It's
in
very
one
hot.
go. All in one go. No complex steps.
I actually haven't had this in a long time. It's
Nothing.
really good. It's a bit sweet for me now, but treat it as a dessert drink
Process
after
all
meals.
into one,
it's
but it
perfect.
really, really works.
Turkish coffee is so important
I
in
may
Turkish
bite.
culture that it is pretty much in every part of life. From daily routines to wedding ceremonies, it's kind
Oh,
of the
yeah, Turkey.
first coffee
Turkey's
that came out to
big
the
on
Western world.
coffee.
Apparently, most of the people around the world didn't like coffee so much, except for the Ottomans. Ottomans thought, oh, this is amazing. They figured out a way to use those bitter beans, they roasted them, and they cooked it in a pan. Okay, so the Turkish
so
coffee has
that's
to be
how they did
medium
it.
roasted
Okay,
and
that's how coffee
finely
became more
ground
popular.
coffee.
Those
It used to be so
geniuses.
fine, it feels almost like flour. It's probably as fine as it gets. It's hard to grind this fine in a home grinder, so people generally buy them grounded already. It's going to be one of the strongest coffees. That's why we want a medium roast. So when we're making Turkish coffee, first of all, we want to measure the water. And we use the Turkish coffee mug to measure our water because this is going to give us an exact amount.
So exact. Well, that's what the Ottomans were trying to
A
figure
teaspoon
out,
full
so
of
I can
coffee
respect
per mug.
that.
Maybe a little more, just to make my mom happy. At this point, you don't want to really
Knowledge.
stir it. Very light heat, you want to cook it slowly.
It's so
this is the
tiny.
biggest difference between
It's so
Turkish coffee and
tiny.
every other coffee that we're
Look
going to
how
actually cook the coffee
tiny
in this
it
pot.
is.
We're trying to keep the
It's
ground
so
at the bottom, and that's
cute.
why you want also very light heat. You don't want to burn the ground. But as it starts
so
to boil, actually those
tiny.
grounds will disperse in the water nice and
Is that
evenly.
not
And then they
cute?
will fall back down in the cup. So the trick of this is you want a little bit of coffee foam on top of the coffee. They say that's the skill of the coffee maker. That's why the brides to be are tested with their coffee making skills. Now my coffee is coming up to a boil slowly. I'm gonna pour a little bit on each cup.
Look
Pour
at
the
it.
foam in.
It's so fucking tiny.
gonna bring it back
It's so
up to boil.
tiny. Look how fucking tiny.
So every time the
it
coffee
is.
boil comes out, the foam comes up. And
I could
you
take this
never
out
drink
for
Turkish coffee alone.
camping and
When I
have
made
easy
2
to go
cups,
coffee
Turkish
with
coffee,
that.
just like espresso, should always served with a cup of water. It's to cleanse your palate before you take a sip and also to
Oh.
ease your palate up a little bit after you finish drinking.
Yeah, that would make sense. Look at that, sucking up tiny. And look
It's
at
a
the cute little
skill
cups.
to drink
Look at the
Turkish
cute
coffee
little
because
cups.
the grounds are
It's so
still in
cute.
it. So that's
Yes,
why you should
you are.
drink it slowly
Yes, you
with
are.
slow
You're cute
sips
little
and
coffee
try to not
cups.
get
Oh,
the
look,
coffee
they're so
grounds
cute.
come out.
They're
But
like
if you do,
babies.
it's fine. It's just more flavor.
But I don't doubt their potential, what they pack. I don't doubt
I'm
it.
gonna make a café de olla. This is a very traditional way to drink in Mexico. I'm from Oaxaca, so the way I'm used to drink the café de olla is with instant coffee, cinnamon, and piloncillo. Today we're gonna make it in the stainless steel pot. And that's the modern way to make café de olla here. I'm gonna turn on the stove on medium-high heat and let it get hot.
okay, so
now that the water
pot.
it's boiling, I'm gonna add the cinnamon.
Oh my
and
God,
I'm
cinnamon?
gonna add the piloncillo to the water. It's unrefined sugar.
what are
It's sweet,
piloncillo?
but it also has
And we're
like
gonna get them.
caramelized flavor. Okay, now that the piloncillo it's all blended
All this
with
before you
the
get to the
water,
coffee
now I'm gonna
grounds. Holy
add the
crap.
coffee and turn the heat a little bit lower. In Mexico, we produce a lot of coffee, but I don't know why we drink instant
oh.
coffee in the majority instead of like the beans and grinding. It's very easy just to like make and then serve.
Well, on a normal day, my mom makes it more like the Chinese woman than the Indian woman. Gotcha, gotcha. I mean, it works. It's
Why
efficient
we like
all
to
in
drink
one.
it in a bowl instead of like a cup, it's because we like to dip the bread and eat it with the coffee.
Bread. You and the French.
It reminds
You
me
and the
very
French.
much at home. Just in the mornings, walking into the kitchen and seeing the hot pot over there, and it's really nice.
You and the French.
Coffee in Ecuador, instant coffee is the most popular coffee in Ecuador. But now, lately, in the last few years, Ecuador has been rising in the coffee world. So we're getting a lot of coffee starting to get exported into the States. We are able to grow one of the finest coffees in Ecuador. Why? Because we're right in the center of the world. That means that we have the sun the most throughout the year. So it allows us to grow more coffee throughout the whole seasons. Today, we're gonna make a coffee that's from Loja. Loja is a highland of Ecuador. It's a medium blend. And that's what we're gonna use to do my mom's recipe. What she did was she boiled water with some cinnamon sticks and some anise, and it created a great aroma. It brings me back when I was little, and I would have coffee, have my first cup of joe before I went to grade school. If you're Ecuadorian, you do have coffee when you're 5 and above. We're gonna boil some water, and then we're gonna add some cinnamon sticks and some anise. Anise, we're gonna drop about maybe 4 or 5 pieces. Doesn't have to be too much. And the cinnamon stick is from Ecuador.
Are
so
you
it's
serious?
a little
5
different
years
than what you pick
old?
up at your regular bodega, but it's also very strong. So something like this, we're just gonna add maybe a little flake or a little particle, not the whole thing. We're gonna try to do sort
I'm
of a
scared
medium
at the
grind.
thought of giving a child of mine coffee. I'm just terrified. I'm
In
really
this
scared.
instance, I'm going to do a pour over coffee method. So this is something that I think people use in a lot of different countries, but there's something I did grow up with. It looks like a sock, but it's not a sock. What it allows you to
Or
do
if
is
you
just a
have a
regular
dirty
basic
mind, a
method of pouring
condom.
coffee. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring over the sock right over the mug, and we're going to drop the water in a
Oh,
circular
God, I
motion
can't unsee
slowly.
it. It
You
really
could even
does
drop
look
the
like a
sock
condom.
inside the mug. I personally like
I
coffee
shouldn't be
black
saying
with
this.
a little bit of
I
sugar.
should not be.
As soon as you bring the mug towards your nose, you get a little bit of aromatics. You could smell the cinnamon sticks and also the anise. And with the coffee, it blends so nicely. And you don't need milk. Cheers or salud. Delicious.
Yeah, if you don't
delicious,
use
just
milk, it
like I
means you
remember.
got good.
Delicious.
That's
Oh
good.
my god.
I love it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Bon appétit.
Oh my god.
Fortune telling. How did
Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can turn this into a YouTube video. Because that is just awesome. That is awesome.